folks, welcome back to my channel. And for this video I'm going to be looking at some of the plants that I have growing within my house itself. Okay, at the moment it's not much, but it's something of a start, and it's hopefully going to be something that I'm going to be working on and developing as I continue and as I go on. And so I'm going to be showing you what I do have. Most of it is on the windowsills, because again that's probably the best place to get as much natural light and as much warmth as possible, and yeah, using your windows as natural greenhouses. But I will show you all that in a moment. If you're enjoying my channel, if you're enjoying my videos, if you can click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated and it does help the channel to grow. So with that out the road, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to show you the plants that I have in the house at the moment. Yeah, probably the biggest plant that I have at the moment, and this is my tomato plant. And yeah, it's becoming a bit of a monster, because this was just a wee small tomato seedling at one point. I have to admit, I did actually get this from Morrison's, the supermarket. I have noticed that a lot of places like Morrison's and such like are selling a lot more plants for folks to be able to grow things at home, but you probably will have to kind of try and see what they have in whenever you're in, because it does very much depend what they do have in, well, what you can buy. Probably a lot of places like B&Q, The Range, probably have a better selection. Well, B&Q definitely. So you will notice that, I'll try and show you underneath, that already I have a couple of wee tomatoes, and there are plenty of wee flowers on it so far. I think even there, got another really tiny little tomato growing there as well. And for those who are wanting to grow tomato plants, one of the things that I was always told for when you're growing them is that when you have like the main stem, it's this bit here, and you've got a leaf bit that's coming off like this bit here, and you've got the wee junction. You'll sometimes have wee extra bits of growth coming off at the junction itself, in order to help maybe keep the plant under control a wee bit, and maybe help it spend more attention or more energy on growing the actual tomatoes. When you have these wee extra bits growing in at the junction of the stem and the leaves, you just remove it. So you've got the wee extra bit of growth there. And yeah, so I'll just remove that so you remove whatever growth you do come across when you come across it, and hopefully it will help the tomato plant grow and produce as much fruit as possible. Yeah, and if you're wondering what kind of plant feed I use, I tend to just pick up a tomato fertiliser. Not particularly any specific brands, this was just one that I managed to come across that was, I think it was an offer at the time. So it has worked pretty well for me since I bought it, and I think most of them do come with a seaweed extract. I think most of them do come in 1 litre, and they also do have instructions on the back. And obviously if you do have something like a plant feed, or maybe some sort of pest control spray, do keep it somewhere safe and out of the reach of like children or anyone who's vulnerable who might pick it up and drink it. So just keep it somewhere safe, keep it out of the reach of anybody who shouldn't be getting a hold of it, but they're always useful things to have. I do have some sweet pepper plants. Probably have to repot these at some point, because yeah, they're growing quite fast. There isn't any sign of them growing any peppers yet. I think in America the sweet peppers are referred to as bell peppers. But so these are three of they actually got a wee tray of 6. The other 3 are through in my living room because there wasn't enough space on my kitchen windowsill. But this is what the size of them so far. And yeah, I probably will have to repot them at some point. Yeah, there are 3 sweet pepper plants that I have. Again, sitting on one of the window ledges in my flat. There's plenty of sunlight, plenty of warmth. So keeping an eye on them, trying to see when they're going to be starting to show a sign of growing some peppers. And rescue the wee tree seedling. Found that growing outside, and I put in a wee gap between some paving slabs. So I thought I'd rescue it and try and see what tree it is. I think it might actually be a birch, not a silver birch or something, going by the leaves. Try and find a wee home for that at some point. And I also have the ubiquitous succulents as well. I've managed to collect. Got a wee money tree plant. And I have to admit, I do really like the flowers in this wee cactus here. So that was a quick wee tour of what plants I do have in my house at the moment. Okay, it's not much, it's not a large collection, but it's a start, and something that I will definitely be working on and developing it as I go further along with the channel. And yeah, so it does go to show that even if you do have some space on your window ledge, you can utilise that in order to grow a variety of different things. Okay, you can't grow certain things, but like you have like herbs, you can have like sweet pepper plants, tomato plants, you can have succulents, you can have kind of things along those lines. So it's definitely going to be something that I will be experimenting with and exploring as I continue, as I was saying. Hopefully this will be at least something of an inspiration for anyone who is trying to get started, maybe try to grow some of their own stuff in a small space, and hopefully you will all be coming along with me on your gardening journeys as well, and you'll all be trying to grow what you can, where you can, when you can. So hopefully you will all have enjoyed this video, hopefully you will all have taken some inspiration from it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.